Well, helicopters have helped win wars and save many lives since their invention, and maybe it's because they just don't look like they're supposed to fly that they fascinate so many of us. Channel 8's Brad Hawkins found a group of chopper fanatics whose interest includes the smallest detail.
Swings out? No, tractor means it pulls on the tail instead of pushes. Yeah.
Dave Anderson's decades of experience piloting in the Army draws questions.
It's free to flap about the mast in this direction only. It's not.
And the curious.
You've done some auto rotations. Oh, yeah. Well,
to the Huey he landed at Benbrook Lake. The choppers ferried troops in the Vietnam War and served alongside the behemoth Chinook. These people are into helicopters.
You know, slowly, you know. Yeah. He picked it up and I was like, ah, because he's just, you know.
Mainly the kind they can't get into.
After this was over, that was the front.
We're the Fort Worth Thunderbirds Radio Control Club.
150 people pour big bucks and countless hours into 10 to 20 pound flying machines. Small and accurate.
Time starts when you take off for the first time, and it ends when you land with the last hoop inside the ring. Okay.
It's not as easy as it may seem. Fitzwalker's been flying for 10 years.
These machines are very responsive, and sometimes when you're concentrating so hard to do something, they tend to jerk the movements or just kind of over control.
The club is trying to get more people involved, so this year's Texas Heli Heat Wave features a side-by-side, the scale minis and the real things.
Basically what the pilots are trying to do is replicate scale flight as close as they can. We're asking them to do a 15-second hover, then a 45-degree climb out.
Nothing in life is as easy as it looks like.
Mark Warnell is from Midland. His manuals are from Mars.
Servos moving correct direction, tail rotor linkage, rate tail lock mode selection. Okay. You have probably 5 to 12 modes for each flight function.
Fort Worth police dropped by in Air 1 to see the show. Helicopters on parade. And Helicopter 8 made an appearance too. Wait, it looked like ours. The scale models take this sport to a new level, down to the rivets. You have to look closely. It's mainly a chance for different kinds of pilots to swap stories and appreciate one another.
You betcha.
In all of life, something you're setting in is easier to do than something you're watching. Because you have that physical input, you know, that tells you what's happening.
Brad Hawkins, Channel 8 News, Benbrook.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell which are the models and which are the real ones. But Steve,
right.
You said some of those are used with a weather application.
Yeah, you know, a couple of years ago in a storm chase that I was on, we had met some storm chasers from England who actually equipped those helicopters with cameras and meteorological sensing equipment, and they flew them into weak tornadoes. It's amazing what you can do with those things for the efforts of science. But we don't have any tornadoes out there, but we do have a few lingering thunderstorms. But what about tomorrow? We'll have all the answers next.